see our main character, he was in front of the heaven devouring snake Orochi. A snake that has devoured the heavens, no, that has literally conquered the heaven itself. As our main character looked at him and stated, I guess, hello old friend. It seems I died once again, didn't I? And judging by it, it's very bad, is it? As our main character looked at the snake, and as the snake did not say anything, as it just kept looking at him. As our main character said, let's start the wheel once again, the wheel of misfortune. Hey, it was originally called the wheel of fortune, but seeing that it only brings me misfortune, I guess I can only call it that. It's actually not the first time that our main character got reincarnated. It was his 10th time. Yes, 10th time that he reincarnation happened. In every reincarnation, he would never received happiness, nor he was able to find anyone to he truly love or care. He was disregarded as a trash. He had to rise in power to show them what he was made of. When he rise in power, people start to call him a demon king. No, a person who literally destroys the heroes itself. He was known as the demon king. He never really felt peace at anyone. He always felt emptiness. Even in his fifth reincarnation, he was in a peaceful world, but it was not that. It was only peaceful at outside, but inside this world was hideous. So hideous that he had to take action and create peace. No, not he became the villain of the world itself, and the people unite to defeat him. Another reincarnation, he was reincarnated into one of the fictional world called the Rising of the Shield Hero World, or Melromark, the country's name. He was reincarnated as the Shield Hero. Yes, he was reincarnated as the Shield Hero, but unlike the Shield Hero, our main character did the country very bad. He took over the country as the king himself, and let's say fucked the queen in front of the king himself. As the king was bawling with tears, as he said, I'm sorry what I did to you, Shield Hero, I'm sorry. Please, just I cannot watch this anymore. As our main character just flared his power and said, you have to watch, you have to see what I do to your wife. As you see, the queen was apparently mourning in pleasure. Really, it was really fun. The queen's body was really fun to have. It was one of the world that he actually wasn't really called a kind king. There were only few people that he would say precious to him. First was the queen. Yes, the queen of Melromark. She was the first ever kind person that ever acknowledged him. So he had a little emotion for her, but she is long dead. Right now, as our main character was remember his past a little bit, as he just looked and stated less now as he saw the wheel stopped. It stopped at the My Hero universe, as he stated. I guess it's a modern world and I won't be bored, right? Right? He said to himself as Orochi went inside his body. Our main character wake up. He did not clearly saw when which timeline he's gonna be born. He is not fully certain where he's gonna be born. But as he woke up, he saw it was the USJ. Hey, he just laughed at himself. As we see, he was running along with Tusui. Yes, the frog bitch. He was running around with the frog bitch. As our main character just stopped running. As he was processing different thing in his mind. As he was correcting himself, as he was rearranging the timeline of this world. As he saw that Aizawa Sensei was heavily injured. He has the healing ability, but he won't be healing him. As we see, our main character just witnessed that Nomo was there. No, Shigaraki was about to. As we see, the Nomo was about to attack them. But at that moment, All Might arrived. Yes, it went in the same as the can and the fight. But in this fight, something else happened. As All Might was about to give the Nomu German suplex, the Kurogiri arrived and let's say help the Nomu, as the Nomu just literally was holding on to All Might's stomach, damaged stomach, as blood was pouring out. As our main character just rearranged his powers, and he decided, time to time hero time. It's time for hero. In an instant, All Might felt that the pain that he was feeling just left him, as he saw a figure that was floating. As this figure, no, levitating, as this figure it was Izuku Midoriya. He had a very a crazy grin on his face, as he stated, "Hey, this damn bastard Nomu, it seems. What should I do with you?" As he held the Nomu in his feet. As he looked at it with his dark green eyes, as the black lightning was crackling all around him. One for all, it's a very awesome power. As our main character just literally crushed the Nomu's head by his feet. As he just said, you and me could have had a great fight, but I'm too tired to deal with you right now. As he just went get off of the corpse of the Nomus, as he was literally went toward All Might and stated, "Are you okay, All Might? Are you fine now?" As All Might said, I am fine, Izuku. What was that?" As Izuku said, I don't know, I feel powerful somehow. As All Might was pondering what happened. But All Might decided to let the stock away, as All Might was already at the at his limit, as Cementos arrived and created a wall around him, so nobody would saw his true form. Now, many students had many questions when Izuku arrived there. As for, let's say, Bakugo just really flung toward Izuku and said, "Bastard, what was that?" As Izuku looked toward Bakugo and said, "What do you want?" As, "I want to know what the hell was that. Did you hold back?" As our main character was thinking, "Oh, I remember you now." Our main character's memory is a little hazy about different mangas and anime, so he just looked at him and stated, "Yes, I was holding back, and you don't deserve to match my full power at all." As Izuku was releasing his pressure, as Bakugo, as he was holding Izuku's collar, he was about to throw an explosion at Izuku's face. Then he felt like his soul was being stared by a giant snake. He doesn't know what to do, as he just fell into his butt, as his eyes were trembling. No, his feet, he was frozen there in fear. As Kirishima went there and said, "Bro, what happened?" As Bakugo did not speak or nor say anything, as he stated, "What was that? That's not Izuku. I'm certain that's not Izuku. Something has happened to Izuku. I'm sure something has happened. That's not Izuku." As Baku was just muttering something on those lines, as we killed, nobody heard him. As our main character went toward the bus, as he sat there silently, waiting for the other student to come there. When the other student came, our main character went to his own home. Right now, when he reached his own home, his mom just literally hugged the living hell out of him. Our main character liked the feeling, even though he knows that he is not her son. He's just someone that possesses her son body, but he still hugged her. Nonetheless, it was a nice feeling to have. He did not have parents in any life, but it was actually the first life he had parents, so he thought it might not be that bad. He had parents, but those parents were, let's say, they only respect the strong child and those kind of parents, so they never really respected our main character. He was always unloved and unsupervised by an adult. He grew up this way because he was always alone. Now, as Ink also felt that something was different about Izuku. Now, All Might met Izuku secretly as All Might just say, "What happened to Izuku? How, young Midoriya, what happened? How are you feeling so powerful? And what was that power back there?" As Izuku said, "I don't know, All Might. It's like suddenly my body released a limit, and I was feeling very powerful. Do you feel it now?" "Yes." As All Might said, "Okay, now, young Midoriya, throw a smash into the ocean." As our main character just nodded, as he used 100% of one for all, because our main character has the healing power. His healing power, he can regenerate at very fast rate, very fast rate. As our main character threw a smash at the sea, as the sea's water were divided into two. As All Might just looked at it and said, "It seems you are able to control one for all very thoroughly now. What happened? I don't know." As All Might was wondering, he said, "Who cares? You congratulations, my dear, for mastering my power." "No, your power." "Thank you, All Might," as they both hug. Now there was apparently a week. There was a 2 days off from school. In these 2 days, Izuku just roam around the city where he was. He was seeing new thing and new different items, as he also buy a new smartphone. Yes, Izuku may not look like it, but he was a big internet addict in his last life. So yeah, Izuku, by the way, by the latest smartphone there was. After buying it, he went home. As Izuku, let's say, in those 2 days, he just literally was lazing around the house. As Inko was also surprised because Izuku would not, let's say, laze around the house like this. But she did not mind Izuku. It's her baby after all. Why would she mind? A mother would never mind her son doing what they wanted. Now, after 2 days finished, Izuku went to UA. As he make eye contact with Bakugo, as Bakugo just literally look away frantically. As our main character said, he was scared shitless, eh? Now Bakugo has so too much pride, so he won't admit that he was afraid of Izuku. But right now he would never make eye contact with Izuku because that day the fear that he felt, it was all real. No, the fear was so much that he even peed his pant. Let's say he was still having nightmare from days from that day onward. Whenever he would sleep, he had that nightmare that snake was devouring him. Not just him, that the snake was torturing him to the point where he would pee his pan. He peed his bed at night. Yes, it was most of the humiliating thing for Bakugo, but he did not care. That day, he just literally could not sleep. There was dark circle under his eyes, but nobody noticed it because he wouldn't tell anybody. We see Izuku sit on his bench as he was looking, as he just looked at the window, not caring about anything. As Aizawa came, as they saw Aizawa's position, as they all talk about, said, "Damn, Aizawa, he's such a manly hero, wouldn't you say?" As Izuku just gave a light chuckle and stated, "Damn." It still sometimes amused me that this fucker was hurt so badly, but still, he was able to come to school. Now, he told about the sport festival and everybody was pretty much hyped. Few of them were worried because they were attacked by villain just few days ago. Is it alright to host a US sport festival now? But they as I told them the reason that they have to participate in it, and it says, it's a door to opportunity, because in this they will go to internship and different things. Izu particularly did not want to go to an internship because internship was shit. He wanted to do his own thing, but he had to still do the internship. As Izuku was also rearranging his power, right now he has access to few powers. Let's say he can strengthen his body to the point where he is literally too strong for anybody in this world. And he has the regeneration of Orochi, so it wasn't that hard. Yeah, regeneration of Orochi was still very strong. Now, after he was regaining his ability, let's say the regeneration of Orochi, it was it was very powerful. Oh, sorry, I just saw that there was something beside me. It's just my pet cat. You know, the pet cat name is Merlin. Yeah, an anime name. We now we see our main character just looking at the class as the rest of the class went on. As now it was a free period, as everybody was talking about what they were gonna be training on and different thing. As Ochakura and Tenya Ida, they were both at our main character's table as they said, "So Deku, why are you so distant today?" As our main character just looked at Uraka with a very nasty grin and very nasty smirk. Not just a smirk, but very nasty face as he said, "Don't call me Deku." The moment he said those words, that "don't call me Deku," there was a chill went down to Uraraka's body as she said, "Okay, Midoriya-san, I would not call you Deku anymore." Good. If I hear you call me Deku, just remember there will be hell to pay. As Uraraka was wondering, did something happen to him? He's not shuddering anymore. It's like he's a different person. What happened to him? As Uraka was wondering what the hell happened because it was the first time she was seeing him acting like this. No, not acting. He was literally right now furious with her. But she let this go and she went into a cheery form once again as she said, "We should do all our best." Yes, the same pose as the anime. Now time skip. As we see, our main character it was lunchtime. He was just having lunch all alone in the cafeteria. But at that moment, annoying bitches came out. Yes, annoying bitches like, let's say, Ochakura and Tenya Ida. The annoyance. They came again. Now, one annoyance was that he just made out of one annoyance. Yes, people were gathering around the front room of his classroom. He just teleported from there. He did not want it to get involved in that situation, nor did he want it to be fucked with anymore. So he just ignored those things as he let Bakugo handle that. After that we see now apparently we wouldn't see our main character in main character just was sitting there that moment. A blue hair, an older senpai, yes, an older senpai appeared there. A man with cartoon face. Yes, it was Mirio Togata. Then Tamaki, then Nejira Hado. Yes, it was one of the favorite character, Nejira Hado, but he wouldn't say it out loud. He just looked toward them as they were sitting. They just said, "So, Junior, if you don't mind, we would like to sit here." As our main character said, "Go ahead." Are you from class 1A? As Mirio stated. As our main character said, "Yes, I'm from class 1A. Why?" "Oh no, just said you were attacked by villains. So how was the experience?" As our main character said, "Thrilling, and it was a little fun beating them." "Oh, I remember now. There were one student that literally beat the Nomu, so it was you, didn't it?" "Yes," our main character stated. "So what's your quirk?" As Nejire was literally beaming from her position as she was literally floating all around our main character's place as she said, "So what's your quirk? What's your quirk? What does it do? What is your weakness and everything?" She wanted to know everything about his quirk as our main character decided to entertain her as well as he stated, "My quirk is superpower. It literally increase my physical attribute and speed and everything." "Oh, so how much uh, eh, can you enhance yourself?" As a main character he said 100%. "So you are very powerful. What's your weakness and everything?" As he stated, If I use my power way too much, it breaks my body. As Najir was happy because it was the first that someone actually answered her all question. There was actually people would call her annoying, another would call her creepy, another would call her weird. She actually really feel bad, or she would really feel disrespected by them because of this. But this person was different. He just told her what she wanted to know, and did not really see her as a freak anymore. She was actually a little happy about this. As they asked their name, as our main character also exchanged his name as well. As after they exchanging their names, they become acquainted with each other as well. As our main character heard the bell ring, as he said, I guess his lunchtime is over, isn't it? Bye bye, senpais. As our main character were left, as Nejire said, he's a nice person. Yeah, totally, he's a nice person as well. As Tamaki said, yeah, he's a nice person, and I don't feel nervous around him. As Mirio said, see Tamaki, I say, we should socialize with other people as well. As Tamaki went quiet. As let's say, Tamaki just stated, I don't know, but I feel very dangerous and very mature aura from him. And it seems he is more mature than his looks. As Nejire said, oh yeah, he really does look mature. I shared a little blush as let's say Mirio just had a shit-eating grin. As Mirio said, oh ho ho, is Nejire Hadu in love? What are you saying? No, it's not like that. As Mirio just said, is it? As Lessenasia just lost her cool as she went away, said, you guys are mean. As she pouted as she went away. As Mirio looked at Tamaki, as Tamaki looked at Mirio and stated, I guess there is no helping, is it? Yeah. She actually has some kind of attraction to that kid. No, that junior really. Yeah, he really actually never called Nejire annoying, and it's really first time she fell from this someone. Yeah. Now time skip. Time skip to the next day. We see next day apparently it was the UA was closed. Apparently they gave student a week to prepare themselves for UA sport festival. The UA sport festival normally he wouldn't really indulge in the sport festival, but seeing that he could show off his power a little bit, he decided to show off. Now our main character was apparently meditating. Now he wanted to actually went to it. He wanted to go in his soul where Orochi was. He wanted to see what his ability and rearrange them. Now he was about to enter his soul body, but he entered the throne of fucking all one for all. He was inside the cork as he just stated, as he saw that Orochi was also behind him, and said, "Whoa, it's interesting where we are." As he just looked and said there he saw a few blurry figure, as he stated, no, not blurry figure, the seven figure. All of them were not blurry, they were all recognizable, as he could already see it was the sixth user. No, yes, it was the seventh user, Nana Shimura. And there was also silhouette of Almighty, but it was still blurry. And the other heroes. As our main character just approached them as they said, who are you? What have you done to my young Midoriya? As Nana just shrieked. As our main character said, oh, I forgot I did took over Midoriya's body. As he explained his situation, said that he just take over the body and made some random bullshit up. As they asked, what was that giant snake behind you? As he stated, it's actually, you can say, one of related to my quirk. As let's say Nana Shimura just went toward the snake, as the snake did not do anything. It did not even move from the spot. As Nana Shimura touched the snake's head, as she said, "Whoa, this snake is cute when you go up close." As everyone for all user just stated, "Damn, this woman is crazy. She's seeing the giant. No, this giant behemoth snake as cute." in which angle this shit is cute. It's fucking deadbeat terrifying. As the first user said, now, jokes all aside. What happened to young Midoriya? He asked. As our main character just answered, he and my soul mixed together, and one who were dominant in our soul bonding took over. So which one took over? I, the one who was dominant. Izuku's soul, no. The personality that Izuku had just vanished, and it's right now my personality, or the second soul personality that entered Izuku. You mean to say someone just possessed Izuku and Izuku survived it? Yes. Now, after this, after talking with the one for user, he went out of the body and he just said, "Damn, I forgot to do what I wanted to do there. Ah, who cares? I rearrange it later." Now, our main character in that week, he actually did not train at all. Now, why he did not train? He's already strong as fuck, and his body was also changing. And let's say what I mean by changes, his eyes color also was getting into darker shade of green, darker shade of jade color. Then his hair, it gotten a little bit more longer than usual. So that's what he changed went through, and his body was more defined. No, his body looked like that they were curbed by the gods themselves. So yeah. Now the day of the sport festival. We see everybody was like hype excited, and President Mike was saying, "Welcome to the UA Sport Festival this year, and we have many hero candidates participating this year. Now welcome them first, Class 1A." As we see Class 1A came out, then 1B, then you see, then everything happened the same. After they getting introduced by all other, and same thing happened. Actually, in this timeline, Bakugo was given once again. He has the mic, but in this timeline, he knew that he is not the. He knew that he is not the strongest, so he just said we should do. We should try ourselves and see. And he just gave a big good speech, unlike the canon. Because he was too afraid and he did not make eye contact with Izuku, nor did he talk to Izuku for a few days. Izuku was happy with this kind of result because he did not want a person to nag him all the time. As for Uraka, let's say she was just distancing herself from him. Now why? Apparently the day she called Izuku by name Deku. She felt so much fear that day, she started to distance herself from him. Our main character doesn't mind it. He did not like her at the first place at all. Her personality was too bubbly for him. Maybe she was good for a one night stand, but other than that, she is not a good material for dating. She might be cute, but she was not a good material for dating at all. She is too clueless and too cheerful. No, her being too cheerful, so it does not go to make a good shift for him. He is not. Also, she was not his type. So yeah. After that, debating it with himself. First was the obstacle course. The race happened, and in this timeline, Todoroki created a wall of ice. But Izuku literally burst the wall of ice and literally sprinted. No, he just literally sprinted. He was just literally a blur of a green blur. As he went into the canyon pretty early, he destroyed all rovers that appeared in front of him. As President Mike said, "Eraser, what the heck do you feed your kid with?" That kid just literally broke the ice barrier, broke the ice wall, and went to the second course of obstacle course at instant. That's Izuku Midoriya quirk superpower. At first he was a very bad shape, but it seems that he has practiced very well. See guys, that's from 1A, Izuku Midoriya as as the Peasant Mike was saying his usual shit. Now we see our main character as he was looking at the canyon as he decided, why fucking bother? As our main character just decided to go a little bit more further. As we see our main character was ready for jumping as he just created a shock wave the moment he was about to jump. As he jumped so fast that it even created a shock wave all around him. As Peasant Mike was baffled once again and said, "Damn Eraser, your kids are so strong." As Izuku just literally finished the second course as well. Now we see our main character was just now having too much fun as he was went into the mine. Yes, the bomb field. As he just passed it, it was nothing. It was nothing. As he went first, Todoroki and Bakugo second and third. Another everyone in the same as canon. Now everyone was surprised, especially 1A, because Izuku was not this strong. No, Izuku was not this strong at all, not this confident as well. Where this confidence came from? As Ida was happy for his friend because he become confident. As for Uraka, she at first really felt very warm feeling from Izuku, but now she doesn't feel that feeling anymore. She's conflicted with her emotions at this point. She actually fell in love with the moment that he saved her from the robot, but now the person that just literally finished the obstacle course and everything, like, she couldn't match with Izuku anymore. She couldn't keep up with Izuku. He was too strong. She just had a she just wanted to be side by side with Izuku, be close, but it seems it would not happen. After this, we see, how to call this. Now we are gonna skip to literally to 1v1. I don't care about that tag racing. I don't care about that horse fucking. Fuck that shit. It was same as the canon, but unlike canon, Izuku's team went first. So yeah. After that, in 1v1, we see Izuku versus Shinso. Now, just like the canon, Shinso decided to talk shit about Izuku, but Izuku here doesn't really care. He wanted the fight to finish the fight pretty early, but he wanted to have fun as well. As he just sprint toward Shinso at full speed. Shinso did not have any time for say anything, as Izuku grabbed him by the throat. As he slammed him into the ground. No, he just literally slammed him into the ground, creating a big crater. Then he did not stop there, as he held Shinso's leg and literally slamming him all around the ground. It was a very brutal scene to watch. As Izuku was spinning Shinso, then literally throw him into the outside of the arena wall. Yeah, it was a very brutal scene. But he just showed that he's the strongest right there. Now Izuku went to the restroom as everybody was saying, good fight, Izuku. As Izuku said, thank you. Now Uraraka said, Midoriya-kun, wasn't it too much? As Izuku said, I don't care if it was too much or too much. That fucker deserved it. That fucker wanted to say shit about me, but before he could do, I just beat him up. So what? He asked her with a little more power in his voice, as she said, nothing. Good luck in your next match, as Izuku nodded. Now the second match. Izuku was seeing the other matches before his second match began. Izuku was looking at the match and he saw that Yairozu was apparently going somewhere. As he saw that Yairozu was crying, apparently she really could not prove herself too much. Yeah, she couldn't prove herself that she's strong as well, as she got eliminated in her first match as well. As Izuku consoled her a little bit. Now, unlike the original Izuku, this Izuku was gotten a little taller, as Yaruzu also noted this, but she did not question this part. As she just leaned her head on Izuku's shoulder and said, thank you, Midoriya-kun, it helped me. As Izuku nodded and said, no, I get it, I was in that same place as well. when I could not control my quirk, but I started to train more diligently. Then I started to make control, and you can see where I am at now. Yeah. As she gave Izuku a little kiss on the cheek and said, "It's a thank you from me. Consider this as a thank you from me." As Izuku just gave a big smirk and said, "Hey, hey. Yeah, thank you, though." As he just bowed and left. As Yairo just said, "Why the hell did I do that? He was not charming before, but now he's so charming." Now we go to the next match. It was Todoroki versus him. Now in this match, it wasn't even a match. Todoroki was literally throwing his ice and literally encasing Izuku with ice, but Izuku's body was so hard that he could not even damn froze him. Even if he was able to froze him, but Izuku was able to break from the ice at instant. He wondered, what the hell is this? He wasn't this strong. How the hell is so strong? As Izuku said, I would appreciate if you use your fire side, but it seems that you don't want to use it, okay? Suck to be you. I thought it might be some fun fighting, but it seems it was a disappointment. As our main character did something that he would actually never do to anyone. He punches Todoroki in an instant in the stomach as Todoroki felt his spine. Yes, his fucking spine and heart got a little bit damaged by it. As Todoroki just fell into the ground, vomiting blood as he just passed out. As our main character said, "Damn, what a fucking failure. Damn, you really fight like an ass. As let's say the crowd were dead bit silent. Now why apparently they were seeing so much brutality in the skate fight. But they did not care anymore because it was fun to see Izuku dominating the fight, so they cheered as loud as they can. Izuku's popularity hit the sky high as well. Now the next match was Bakugo. Now Bakugo has too much pride, so he wanted to forfeit. No, he literally stated, "Hey, I cannot fight Izuku. No, I cannot fight the damn Deku. No, sorry, I cannot fight that damn nerd. He's too strong." As he was contemplating, on one side of his brain was saying, "Just damn, forfeit the match. It's not worth getting hurt by him." Another side, "No, we can't. We're the strongest. We have to show him." As Bakugo really could not decide. The moment of the match came, as Bakugo really decided to fight Izuku. Now the fight, it was fucking instant. It just fucking ended in an instant, as it was in the same way it happened to Todoroki. Unlike Todoroki was able to hit him, but Bakugo was able to even use his explosion on him because he was in so much fear. One time he uses a powerful explosion in front of his face, and he saw that his face did not have any scratch at all. As yeah, the same thing happened to Bakugo as he died. And no, not died. He just he just got disrespected by Deku once again. Now we see the first match. The medals were given away by All Might as the All Might patted Izuku and said, "My boy, you have come to a very long way." As he just literally hugged Izuku, then Bakugo, then Todoroki, and everything happened. Now we see the next day. The next day was pretty much, internship. Izuku was given a large amount of internship by other people. Now he decided to went to Ryuki. Yes, the dragon hero. Now why did he went there? He fucking likes dragons. And seeing one of the favorite lifetime bitches, he wanted to, let's say, have them as a girlfriend. So he was planning there to seduce her pretty much. So this is the part where we are gonna leave off.